Hello everybody. WD Gann 10 20 60 years pattern. In this video class I would like to show you how to display this pattern with timing solution software, how to calculate the projection line based on this pattern, how to verify this projection line, and maybe how we can improve this approach. But you see, my friends, I would like to mention that actually this is not my point of interest, because every time when I ask why 10 20 60, I do not get the answer. This is kind of secrecy or privacy, I don't know. Of course we respect privacy. Of course we understand that sometimes knowledge is classified, but secrecy, I don't know, this is not mine. But in any case, users ask me the question, and I will show you how to work with this pattern using timing solution software. So I download now S&P 500, just a sec. Here it is, S&P 500 for last 80 years, so we have enough price history to build this pattern, and now we display 10, 20, 60 years pattern. I recommend to run module pattern intermarket new. And look at this. There is this button, small button, it's named self. It simply transfers existing price history to this module, to intermarket module. And now we can shift this price chart. For example, we shift now this chart 100 years forward. So you see this is S&P 500, black and red S&P 500 shifted 100 days. Now I will show you this table. I previously did this calculation, how many days in 10 years, 20 years, 60 years. And I simply put amount of days. So 10 years it's 36, 52. Next 20 years it will be 73 or 5. 73 or 5. Next it will be 60 years, it will be 21, 91, 5. It's correct. So look at this. Look at this. These three charts. So I will make a first chart. First chart 10 years shifted chart. I will make it a little bit thicker. Okay, so look at this. This is a red chart. This chart shifted 10 years, blue 20 years, and green 60 years. Just a visualization how it looks. Next step, how to calculate the projection line based on superposition of these three charts. Firstly, I would like to mention that we cannot conduct here plain summation, because you see S&P 500 60 years ago it was about 50-60. Now it's about 50-100. So S&P 500 60 years ago it was 100 times smaller than it is now. So if we apply just summation, plain summation, the price chart 60 years shifted price chart will be practically ignored. So we need to conduct proper normalization data, and also it's better to remove the trend, to do the trending. So this work we can do this composite model. So this is astronomy model. I will run astronomy model. We do not need intermarket now, and so now we will work with astronomy model. By default it displays annual chart. Let's make this price chart annual chart. Okay, and how to calculate 10, 20, 60 years pattern. We can do it this way. Just click this tab, and there is a button here, filter. Click the filter button, and you see we can type here special years. There is a tab here calendar, and in calendar there is a tab special years. I put already here special years. 10 years ago, I put year 2012, 20 years ago, 2002, and 60 years ago, 1962. So this is filter. So to calculate this projection line, this annual cycle, the program will use only these years, no other years, only these years. And look how this how this projection line will look. It will change. Yeah. So this is annual cycle based on price chart 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and 60 years ago. And next question, how we can verify this projection line, how this approach works, how it forecasts future. Okay, I will show you. What we have now? Now we have a projection line calculated for year 2022. To calculate this projection line, we use price history 10, 20, and 60 years ago. And in 1 year, then actual price history for 2022 will be available. We can, of course, we can compare the price chart with the projection line and figure out how our forecast works. But we want to know in advance how it works. I recommend to use a kind of work forward analysis. You see, do it this way. Now I set LBC to 1 year back. You see, I set LBC to beginning 2021. In order to do that, just make right mouse click and in pop-up menu choose this option, set LBC to this date. So you see these vertical stripes, it shows LBC position, and you see projection line automatically changed. So now to calculate this projection line, we use only price history after LBC, before LBC, sorry. After LBC, we do not use price history, but we need to change one more thing, because now at beginning 2021, the pattern, it was another pattern. 10 years ago, it was 2011 and not 2011, not 2012. So click here this button and change the pattern here. Just a sec. And change the pattern. For 2021, it was in this pattern. 2001 and and 61. Okay. And now look how this projection line worked, how it forecasted future in 2021. Here it is. Actually not bad. I will recommend to do this. I recommend to use this option here. It's actually a seldom used option, but it's very useful. You see, it shows correlation. Use this option. First cycle after LBC. Click it. And it will show you, first cycle after LBC, it will show you this digit, 23%. It means that correlation between projection line and price chart 1 year after LBC, it means year 2021, it was 23%. It's not bad, 23, I put it, this data. And next, I will do the same for next year. Next year, it was 2020. I set LBC to this date and change the pattern here. The same way. Put the pattern 2010. 0. You understand, because 2020, the 10 years ago, it was 2010. Yeah. Okay, you see now correlation is negative. You can continue this approach, but it seems to me it's not work. So it's not good. Correlation is negative. Maybe it works in inverted mode, but I don't know. Actually, I will check one more year to set LBC and Set a filter 1 year 2009 or 9 59. Correlation, you see it's positive, but it's very small. It seems to me this approach is not working, but we continue to do walk for analysis. So next step, how we can approach, how we can improve this approach. I will show you. Suppose you want to play with weights. Because you see with the models we created before, the program found calculated weights for our models automatically. And if you want to play with weights yourself, I recommend to build kind of Bradley barometer model for these years. I will show how it works. I run composite model and I will do one trick. I will calculate cycle pattern cycles using as filter only 1 year only. We analyze 10, 20, 60% years pattern for year 2022. So I put here first year 2012. Where is the calendar, and put here 2012, and so what the program does, it calculates this projection line using price history for 2012 only. So in other words, this projection line should coincide very well with the year 2012. We'll check it. I will display it together with price chart, and I will scroll to get to 2012. Here it is. We'll see how it looks. You see, it looks very close. If you want to see more detailed projection line, you can choose this option, decrease smooth orb. I set it to 33, and you see you will get more details here. Like this is price repeats this one, yeah. So it's in other words, this projection line repeats 2012 year forever. Next step, I recommend to save this projection line as fundamentals, as ULE fundamentals. Do it this way. Click this Excel button. Here it is, current composite. And look at this, there is option here, save as fundamentals. Look at this, save as fundamentals. Okay. It's calculated, and now save. And the type name, I already created these models, 2012. So type here, no any words you need, but I put S&P 2012 pattern. So, exactly the same way, I built a model for 2002. In other words, I click this button, type here to put here 2002 years, and 1962, the same. So now we have 3 ULE models, fundamental models. The model that prolonged it in the future, year 2012, 2002, and 1962. Now do this. Run this Bradley barometer model. It's solutions, and Bradley barometer is here. We will create a new model. Okay, new model is here. And the term, first term, let's say it be 2012. It's the name of first component, first term. Okay, this is model editor, and here in model editor we can add as many events as we need. I will use click this button and I will use this add one event. Add our event. It opens standard ULE model editor, and here we will choose 2000. What is it? 2012 event. Okay, done. Next add term is 2002. Okay, download event one event 2002. Open fundamental 2002, S&P 2002. Done. Okay. Create one more term. 1962. 60 years ago. Good. Add event. And here I will choose S&P 1962. Okay. So the model is ready, and you can see we see all this term here. Small glyph. 2012, 2002, and 1962. And now click calculate, and we will get superposition of this way. Superposition of year 2012, 2002, and 1962. What interesting here? You can play with weights. You see. Maybe I display this way. Oh, sorry, together with spreadsheet. For example, we can increase weight for 2012. Okay, I will increase it. Wait. As you see, it changed. Okay, now I will save this work into a time and solution worksheet, and you can. I will send it on a time and solution group.